Let's Talk Diz, a show that gives you everything you need to know to help make your Disney vacation as magical as can be in just about 20 minutes. I'm your host, Jeff Coviello. With me each week is Disney Master Sandy from Easy Diz by Gifts and Impressions Travel Services. Sandy, how you doing this week?
I am so excited with everything we have to talk about today.
Well, we were talking before we started today, and this is like a unique thing this time of year. We've had so many announcements, so many things dropping that are going to be premiering or opening or whatever word you want to assign to it over the next couple months. So we thought it was a good idea to discuss what's new at Walt Disney World in the summer of 2025.
And we always do that hello and goodbye episode, end of the year, beginning of the year, however it falls. And we had talked about a lot of things coming, all of which had no dates except, summer 2025, fall 2025.
Right. The big nebulous seasons that they throw out at us, right?
And I always say that I can't figure out when winter 2025 is. Maybe that's because I'm a Jersey girl.
Right.
In my mind, winter 2025 could be January, February, but it could also be December.
100%.
And obviously that's a big, that's the whole year essentially.
Correct.
But for summer, not only did they drop all these great announcements that we talked very briefly about, we have some more details now, but they're doing this kids summer theme this year. And I will give my little bit of nostalgia here at the beginning and say that I don't remember them doing a kids summer like this in probably almost 20 years. The last time they did it, they brought different entertainment into Hollywood studios every day all summer. And we saw the Wiggles live. There were no Wiggles or live music performances like that. So I'm a little sad. But neat that there's all this other new stuff that you're just hearing about now. So we're going to give you the lowdown tonight of everything that's coming, what needs to be booked in advance, when you can book it, and whether we think it's, going to be worth the time, the money, and all the great things in between. And then obviously we'll bring you some episodes all summer long as I get the privilege of covering all these new events.
And that's the most fun part. But so let's kind of break it down park by park, because I know that there's been different things in each one. For those that are glued to social media, like most of the world, like you're starting to see some of these things pop up. But let's start at Hollywood Studios, something that, you and I have talked about what feels like for years, like waiting for this to come. And it's finally arriving.
I'm so thankful it's arriving, and we're starting there because it's the first things that are arriving for this summer. May 27th is the official opening, but as you said, if you've been glued to social media, just yesterday, actually, Jodie Benson, who I adore, and I've had the privilege of meeting several times, was in Hollywood Studios to get a sneak peek at the new Little Mermaid, a musical adventure. And that corner has been dark since the horrible C word and is always so sad when we walk past. So it is still going to be the Little Mermaid, still in that exact same theater, but an all new show. And that'll open May 27th. That's going to be multiple shows running all day long. It is going to be on Premier Pass and Fast Pass, but the theater is large enough. Opening day is going to be crazy. That's how opening day is. I'll be in like the mosh pit of people waiting. But after that, the theater's nice and large. It's a great spot to go in the summer because it's air conditioned.
Yeah, heck yeah.
And we'll check out that new show. I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
That's one of those things too you brought up since COVID. Like, my kids are at the age now where like they will have never had any memory of it. So that's a weird thing to consider.
And I'm sure that they have also, although I have not read this, but I will stake a lot of money on it.
Oh boy.
I'm sure they have reopened the gift shop.
Oh, I bet.
That you conveniently exit into.
That's a fair bet.
So I'm expecting a lot of new Little Mermaid merchandise. We'll check that out for you as well.
Very cool. But something else too.
Coming out of Little Mermaid and almost all Disney movies, my mother always says, think of a Disney movie that has an alive parent and doesn't have a villain. If you can name one that has both of those, hit us up because I don't think one exists. So I am sure we will see Ursula also make an appearance in Hollywood studios in the new Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After.
Hmm.
And that is been so many things as well. That is the um that theater right to the left of the Chinese theater. That was where American Idol did that contest every day, and the
Right.
winners did that face off to get the golden ticket. Most recently, it was the Frozen sing along, so that is no more. Um, on Jollywood Nights, it'll be interesting if they still use it. That is where the Oogie Boogie event took place inside of there, which was a great show. But I am sure this Villains Unfairly Ever After is going to be amazing. Definitely check your times guide. I'm sure we're going to see it 5 to 8 times a day. Again, it is a larger theater. It's actually substantially larger than the Little Mermaid Theater. So May 27th, that is right after Memorial Day weekend. That Tuesday is the official opening. You may be able to sneak in if you're there on Memorial Day, but I expect by the beginning of June, while you'll wait in line, because obviously the theater's open once, everybody goes in, and that's it. So you're generally going to stand in line for any show. You're going to be good to see that, and they're both going to promise to be great.
All right, so we hop on a Skyliner, then over to a monorail. We land ourselves at the Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom's got a couple of things that we want to talk about.
Not new is the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party returning this year. It's going to be August 15th to October 31st.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets actually go on sale tomorrow, May 15th, for on-site guests, and May 22nd for the general public. I bring it up because this year they were much more transparent than they've ever been.
In
It
what
says
way?
right in the announcement, you can get in at 4 p.m. with your party ticket. It's always been an unwritten rule, but we've never known for sure until the first party. And they also laid it out to make it easy for those planning. If you're going in August, parties are going to occur Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. If you're going in September, Tuesdays, Fridays, Sundays, plus Thursday, September 25th. And in October, Thursdays, Fridays, Sundays, most Tuesdays, and Monday, October 13th. So again, for those of you planning, it means in October, there are going to be 4 nights a week that you can't see regular fireworks unless you have a party ticket and watch Halloween tickets.
Got it.
But part of, I think, the timing of that big announcement came with one that I'm very excited about.
Okay.
And that is the Beak and Barrel. That is what we have been calling up until now the new pirate-themed restaurant/bar that's taking over the Pirate League spot where you used to get makeovers.
Sure.
Right outside of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. I was rooting for the name and Really Bad Eggs, but they decided to go with Beak and Barrel instead.
Beak and Barrel, and it's got 3 rooms to it. They've kind of built it as similar to Uga's, that you're going to have a 45-minute slot in the beginning. I think they're going to move people through quickly because everybody's anxious to get in and see. We're all going to be looking for that chatty parrot who's really in charge. The menu is not out yet, okay, but beginning June 12th, if you have a party ticket, and that's why we think we've got the Halloween party dates now.
Sure.
You'll be able to reserve for party nights only, and then other nights are going to open up for reservations on June 16th. So that should be a great addition to the Magic Kingdom. I think it's going to be a little tough in that, similar to Be Our Guest, it's got 3 very distinct rooms to it. And while you can make a request, you're obviously not eating in all 3. I think people are definitely going to be wandering. Alcoholic drinks as well as a great mocktail menu is on the way. So can't wait to see that one.
I'm excited to see what that menu looks like. We should be seeing that, I would imagine, pretty soon, considering they're going to allow you to book some dates.
We're all booking without a menu. We know that.
Well,
we don't need no stinking menu.
That's fine.
We want in.
That's fine. All right. Let's head over to Epcot because I know there are some things there that we want to talk about too.
Goofy is making an appearance at Communicore Hall, that great new area we talked about that was finally the conclusion of all of that Epcot transformation.
Right.
And it's being billed as part of this kids' summer, a highly immersive experience, a DJ-led dance party with Goofy, games like Loopy Limbo and Parachute Peak Pipsqueaks.
Say that a couple times.
Definitely not.
No.
But we know that the Encanto party was such a hit. I am sure this will be too. They've done a lot of work to get us some shade over in that area, but it's a great way to get kids out of their strollers, get them wiggling so that they're ready for whatever is next in the day.
And this is a show that'll just happen a couple times throughout the day, correct? It's like just at the
I,
outside theater there.
I expect it to be very similar to the Encanto show, and that was running 6 to 8 times a
Yeah.
day. Again, if you're an app person, you can see it in your app. If not, as you're passing through, they've got a jumbo screen above the stage, and when it is not a showtime, the showtimes are listed on that screen, so it's very easy to catch up to.
Nice. Okay, what else?
And of course, it wouldn't be summer without the kickoff of the Food and Wine Festival. That's going to officially be held now August 28th through November 22nd. So, as I mentioned before, we are getting back on a normal schedule.
Yeah.
I know some of you loved that late July, early August start of Food and Wine, but we're back to reality here. It's still not quite 90 days, but darn close.
Yeah, it's still
Um,
a significant amount of time.
August 28th to November 2nd, they are boasting 35 global marketplaces are coming for this year.
Wow.
So that'll be exciting. We've, of course, got Eat to the Beat concerts.
Yep.
No official list of what the concerts will be yet, but starting end of June, based on your 60-day dining window, you'll be able to book those Eat to the Beat packages. You just won't know who you're going to be seeing perform.
And those will come in time. We'll see those sooner rather than later. That's usually how that works. But
Yes, and always some great things.
what else?
And the big exciting news out of Epcot. Geo 82 is opening June 4th. Reservations are currently available. That is the new bar being touted that is inside Spaceship Earth.
Can't beat that.
And I have to say, I'm excited to see this one. I have been in the area where it's going to be. It used to be a private event space. I've attended many functions in there, so I'm anxious to see how they made it over. They are going to be an alcohol-based business. It is really about being a bar. They will have some light bites available, but their focus is going to be on alcohol, and specifically their big feature is going to be a bourbon flight. So if you're a big bourbon drinker, head on out.
It's like they made this bar for me. They're like Spaceship Earth and bourbon. Like, where do you how do you go wrong?
Lunchtime reservations, dinner time reservations, not later in the evening reservations on the regular menu, because they are going to be hosting special fireworks celebrations.
Got it.
And that is a nightly opportunity. It is a whole different reservation system. So if you're in your My Disney Experience app, you'll notice that there are two Geo 82 options. One is booking their daytime menu, one is booking their evening fireworks party, which comes with a pretty big price tag for some light bites and desserts and phenomenal view. $179 a person plus tip and tax.
Got it. It's amazing how many of these things are right here. Like they're just happening so soon. You know what I mean? Like June 4th is right around the corner. We're almost there. Like it's really exciting.
You know, in the next 3 weeks, we've got 3 openings for us to talk about.
Yeah,
so
cool.
Lots going on and little things that I think we're going to see them sneak in as well. They are definitely known for some surprises along the way.
It's awesome. All right. We got one last park to kind of discuss. It's Animal Kingdom. What do we have to look forward to there?
For the kids' summer, they are doing a celebration sing-along at Discovery Island. It's billed as an end of the day experience. We don't have specific times on it. Again, we'll start sharing those, but you'll see them in the New York Times guide. But it is marked as wrap up your wild day in musical movement you won't forget. An interactive sing-along celebrating all of the amazing animals spotted throughout the park. Original music, storytelling, and even the chance to dance and party along with them.
That sounds fun.
And for those of you that are music people, aspiring music people, you've got high school or college age children that are into music, listen to these original scores. They're so amazing. And then you can Google and often get some great behind the scenes video and insight into how the music for the parks is created. It's really incredible.
It sounds awesome. It sounds like right in my family's wheelhouse too, which is exciting. What haven't we discussed? What don't we know that we assume is coming? What don't we know anything about, but we hear is on the horizon?
The true highlight of the summer that I am waiting for, and my luck, it's not going to be one of those other opening days in the end of May or beginning of June, so I'm going to have to make another journey.
Oh, that stinks.
Down. This one I can see myself doing several nights in a row. It is the Starlight Nighttime Parade that is coming to Magic Kingdom. We know it's coming. We know it's coming this summer. It's kind of like I said earlier, when they give seasons, their definition and mine are not always together. We've seen summer stuff premiere Memorial Day weekend. We've also seen in past years that sometimes the summer thing doesn't premiere till August. I just hope they're kind of spreading out the news cycle, and maybe this will be like, we'll be the good luck charm. You know, we tape the episode, we put it up, and now they'll make the announcement tomorrow.
That makes sense.
You know, that's how my life usually goes. So the nighttime parade is a replacement, not necessarily a replacement, but the Main Street Electrical Parade, the Paint the Night Parade, those evening parades that just light up the street. And again, if you want to talk musical scores, part original, part movie score compilations, I have no doubt that this is going to be a highlight for people. And this is going to require that you stake out your spot early to get a great view. And I can't wait to be there and do that.
Well, I can't wait because it's a summer of fun and new things, which means that we are going to talk about these things as they open up, and I'm super excited about it. I think it's cool to give people a layout of what is coming, but I look forward to the next couple of weeks where we can talk about these things as they start to open up. Thanks for taking the time this week to give us the highlights of what's coming, and I look forward to the next couple of weeks. Enjoy the rest of the week.
You too.
That's a wrap this week on Let's Talk Dis. If anyone you know could benefit from this or any show, please share, happen, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to reach out to the folks at Easy Dis by Instant Impressions Travel Services for any Disney destination planning. Make it a great week, and as always, keep making memories.